Hello everybody, welcome to a new no, it's not a new series. It's like an old one.
Liar, liar, plants for hire.
This is kind of like a better version than last year's, which is a better version of last year's. So yeah, here we go. Cue the intro, lads. Welcome to the October top, I don't know what to call this, but Halloween. Welcome, boosh. Generic. Hey guys, here, welcome back to another episode of Smash Talk. Okay, I've been off this channel for so long. It's like I'm in second channel and in gaming channel mode. Anyways, welcome guys to this year's installation of the October topic series. I promise I'll come up with a better name for it at some point. I don't know what to call it. If you guys got ideas, put in the comment section below. Also, if you guys are excited for me to get this started, leave a like in the comment section below, because today, this month, guys, I'm pushing content this month. I promise. You guys already know, every single year we do some type of Luigi video. We do some type of Luigi video. The year in 2018, it was a video about Luigi's grab. Don't ask. In 2019, we did a video about Luigi's overall character and progression throughout the Smash Bros. Series. And today, we're going to be talking about a thing that I actually said in that video that we were going to talk about in this video. I decided to make it canon, you know? That was definitely not filler talk what I said, bro. I'm just saying, my guys. I'm just saying, bro. So today, ladies, gentlemen, all of you, we are going to be talking about the negative zone, Luigi's Final Smash. Luigi, calm down, bro. It's not, no, stop. So, strap in and I will give you guys the deets for you to do. Alright. Cue the black screen, bro. I'm so sick of this. Oh, I'm trying. Alright, so before we really talk about and delve deep into Luigi's Final Smash and what exactly it represents, I thought it'd be cool to at first kind of set the mood for you guys. Not just get it right in there, just lube up the topic a bit. Get your mouths wet. Okay. So, what are Final Smashes? As you guys know, Final Smashes are the equivalent of like the ultimate attack from like every fighting game. Smash Brothers has this, but then takes it to a more casual route. Obviously, with other fighting games, what you have to do is you have to earn that Final Smash a lot more by being better at the game. And it encourages you to be better at the game so you can finish off your opponent faster. Simple as that, right? Well, Sakurai was like, damn it, casual gamers. While he tried to remedy the situation by an ultimate having the little bar meter, I think the bar kind of fills up a little too fast. With Smash Bros, you guys know there's the Smash Ball. The Smash Ball, you get a Final Smash, which is a character's ultimate attack that they use. Final Smashes were a thing since the first games, as Sakurai have always dreamed of that moment of having a Final Smash. So he didn't have the technology to put an epic attack like that in there. However, there were voice clips of things like Pikachu doing a similar voice clip to when he did Brawl, Ness saying PK Starstorm, etc. And even Sakurai saying in the Min presentation that Captain Falcon's voice clip was from the 64 version, and he confirmed it himself. So this has already been a type of thing that's been on Sakurai's mind for a very long time. Skip over to Brawl, and Sakurai finally has the technology to include all these Final Smashes in. Each character has one Omega awesome attack that they do, and it is usually, for the most part, based on the games that they are in. Now, each character has an attack. I think especially it's a case in Smash 4, where each character's Final Smash is either loosely based on a game, but still based on a game. It kind of has the same structure, but kind of an Omega version on, like an inspiration off that move, quote unquote. They're either directly inspired by that game's mechanic and follows it pretty much to the nose as possible, or it is just I am mildly aroused. So for example, I guess you could say, like on the nose Final Smash, the first thing that comes to mind is Little Mac. Little Mac's Final Smash is Giga Mac, and with Giga Mac, it works very similar to how it does in Punch Out. It's a power up, it makes you that much stronger, and you're able to KO opponents faster. Giga Mac in Smash Bros. Powers them up, it is able to KO people faster. That's essentially what it is. I'm not saying in Ultimate, because I know in Ultimate they kind of changed it. I'm more talking about the Smash 4 version where you're able to freely run around with it and stuff, not the Ultimate version where it's more like just a full flurry of punches, attacks sort of thing. Ultimate's a special occasion because they more focused on making Final Smashes quick and easy to use rather than it being long and drawn out. In Smash 4, it was done more with like a traditional sense in mind. Another good example of a Final Smash that is strictly based off source material is Kirby's new Final Smash in Smash 4, and you could even say Cook Kirby as well in Brawl. Both those Final Smashes are based on the source material, and they work very similarly to how they do in those games. Then you have Final Smashes that are loosely based on the original attack in the game, based on the source material. For example, Mario's Final Smash is the Mario Finale. Now, I don't think it's called the Mario Finale in this game, but in Super Mario RPG, Mario has a specific attack that is basically the same thing that he does in Smash Bros, and it would seem that this would potentially be what this Final Smash was based off of. But Sakurai took their own creative liberties with the attack and made it, I guess, more grandiose, and that's why it's called the Mario Finale, obviously. Another example that Sakurai outright exclaimed that it's just the same attack, but kind of stronger. I don't know if this would be put in the more strict category or that category, but Byleth's Final Smash, it has some kind of crazy name, bro. I don't know. For Pete's sake, hold on, let me see. Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. Huh? How am I supposed to render progenitor? What the hell's a progenitor? That sounds like something illegal, man. Or basically, he does like a super big version of an attack that he already did in the game. It's technically not canon, quote unquote, but at the same time, it is what it is. Captain Falcon's another good example. His Final Smash is the Blue Falcon thing. Obviously, I don't think that's how the Blue Falcon would work in F-Zero. I don't think you run people over in that game, but it's based off the source material, and it is remedied to fit the Smash Bros. Aesthetic, to make it work, right? It makes sense because Falcon's from a racing game, and so on and so forth. Anyways, back to talking about Mama Luigi. Wait, hold on. Why does Luigi want to be called Mama Luigi in that cartoon, bro? Luigi into some weird I see, bro. Damn, you guys said 20 to 22. We're gonna talk about Luigi life. So the negative zone was one of the few examples of the Smash team taking a Final Smash and putting a lot of their creative flair into the concept. But what exactly is the negative zone? What does it do? What's it do? What's it based on? Well, if you ask any of those questions, well, you sit down and listen up, damn it. So let's start with like the literal thing that it does in Smash Bros. Because I mean, there are probably people out there that didn't even know Luigi had this Final Smash in the first place. So first, when activated, Luigi starts dancing depressively? Is that a word? Hold up. I guess. I mean, hey man, in my script it doesn't have autocorrect, so I'm just gonna assume it's alright. Alright, we're moving on. He then conjures up this weird ball of aura that would make Lucario blush in jealousy that surrounds a good portion of the map depending on what stage you're on. He then proceeds to dance for the homies and cause a variety of negative effects, hence the name. Now, these effects are randomly decided and range from things of having you slow down, tripping being a lot more likely, characters going to sleep, having one of those flower things on your head that gradually puts damage on you, having the chance to go to sleep, dizziness, having the chance to go to sleep, having the chance to go to sleep. Well, you know, like one of those medicine commercials that have like 30 seconds of listing negative side effects. I mean, golly, bro, your lung capacity is great. Even if you have something like a Starman in attack mode, Luigi will make sure that he sends you to the graveyard. Apparently, though, there is a chance that you won't get affected by it and get off scot-free. However, doing that might run out all your good luck for the rest of the year, so tread carefully there. Overall, this Final Smash is one that is beyond useful, and combine this with the strength of the Super Jump Punch and kiss your stock goodbye. It's very useful in the realm of Smash Bros, but one question there. What exactly is this based off of? So, if you've never decided to go after trophies, then you might be surprised about this Final Smash's origin story. You may think it's a completely original idea of the 2015, being based off of Luigi's weird and unorthodox playstyle. However, you'd be wrong about that one, big man. I see the perspiration ting on ya, so I'll continue, yeah? While yes, this is for the most part an original concept, the origin of said concept is actually based on the dark history of Luigi in the early days of the Super Mario Bros. Series, as shown by the Trophy of the Negative Zone, where it says the following.
As exotic music plays, he performs a dance befitting a sorcerer's incantation. A barrier envelops him, negatively impacting all his area. This technique is a reflection of the dark side he embraced in his brother's shadow.
Now, I may be over-exaggerating with the whole, oh, this is Luigi's lowest point, oh, this sucks, but it's not really exaggeration, but hey, yo, hear me out, alright? Because this was a long time ago, so I imagine a lot of people either wouldn't know or forgot, or, I mean, let's look at nowadays. I mean, a lot of people's favorite character in the Mario series nowadays is Luigi. And people love to praise him and his game. He had his own month in October of 2019 because Luigi's Mansion 3 was coming out. He had his own meme that was, I'm not gonna hold y'all, it was kind of trash, but it was trash. It was funny for like a day, and then people just see me. Oh. And he even had his own year. More on that later. But this wasn't always the case. So to truly understand the origins of Luigi and why his final smash makes sense, we have to take it back to the good old days of the arcade, back when boomers hated video games and dial-up was still a thing. So let's go back to a little game called Mario Bros. Now, you might know Mario Bros as Death the Stage in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but back then it was a different story. Now, back then Mario had already dipped his feet into the gaming world with the very successful Donkey Kong arcade game. Though at that point, Mario really didn't have his own identity as Mario and was only known as Jumpman back then. But Shigeru Miyamoto had bigger plans. He created Mario to include him in a variety of roles. That was the original point of his creation. Kind of to be like the Mickey Mouse of the gaming industry that he is now. He wanted to include him in a variety of roles, and in 1983, Mario Bros. Was created and was the first of the many games that Mario got to star in. However, inspired by the game Joust and its simultaneous two-player mode, Miyamoto decided that he also wanted to sport a two-player mode in his game. Thus, the creation of Mario's little brother, Luigi, because player 2. As you can see, the original reason for creating the character of Luigi is the necessity of a player 2. 2 words that'll plague Luigi's name for a very, 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 very long time. When I say very long time, there's no exaggeration. It was a very long time Luigi was, as I like to call it, the player 2 syndrome. Ever since then, it seemed like there was a trend that the only time Luigi would show up was to be the player 2 in a lot of games moving forward. Thus, like I said, being less of his own character and more of just being a reskinned Mario. So, I mean, he was a player 2 in a lot of the games moving forward. If you don't believe me, let's go through the lineup, alright? So, Wrecking Crew, player 2. The NES version of Super Mario Bros, player 2. The Lost Levels, player 2. Super Mario Bros. 3, player 2. Super Mario World, player 2. There are threesome with Princess Peach, player 2. Like, bro, it kept going, man. It kept this trend of him being just a clone, with the exception of one game, and that was Super Mario Bros. 2. But while Luigi was still a player 2, he was different as that game had characters that had unique characteristics, like Peach being the only one that could float, Toad being the only one that was the strongest out of the 4, Mario was kind of the average character, and Luigi was taller, he was more slippery, and he had the ability to jump higher. Though honestly, since Super Mario Bros. 2 was kind of the black sheep of the Mario franchise, since it wasn't originally supposed to be a Mario game, I feel like it kind of counts, but at the same time, it doesn't really. We'll still give Luigi the dub, why not? Now, I'm only gonna cover the games up until 2008, since that's when Brawl first came out, right? But this definitely wasn't the end of Luigi's player 2 syndrome. I mean, I could keep going on. The list could keep going on where he is a player 2. He's either player 2 or he's not even there, to be completely honest. For a good example, Super Mario Sunshine comes off the top of the dome. Super Mario Sunshine, Luigi has absolutely no role. You see Mario, you see Peach, you see Bowser. Toadsworth is in that game, but Luigi is not in that game. Unfortunate. Please press F in chat for Luigi. And I know I said I wasn't going to be talking about games that came out after Brawl, but even after Brawl, there were still a couple games out there that still kind of had that syndrome going on for Luigi. Or a good example of being Super Mario Galaxy. Now, I know Luigi's in that game, and I know Luigi has his own mode, but a lot of people don't know he had his own mode. Back then, when I was a stupid little kid, I didn't know Luigi had his own mode, because Luigi's mode is harder, thus it kind of keeps away from the casual audience enjoying that mode, and they would much rather play the mode with Mario in it. Just just a clean example there. The only other time, like I said, when we'll give Luigi his flowers is the DS remake of Super Mario 64, where he was a playable character in that game and he had his own unique abilities. But then also Yoshi and Wario were in that game as well. So once again, it's kind of there, but at the same time, it's like, do we truly give Luigi the dub in this case? Now, you might be saying, oh, but Luigi had Luigi's Mansion that came out back when the GameCube first came out. What about that game? I'm sure people loved it back then like we all do now. I mean, it has 3 games. Some people have to love it, right? Wrong! It had kind of the similar effect that The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker has nowadays, where a lot of people used to not like it, which nowadays it gets the praise it deserves. However, games like Wind Waker and Luigi's Mansion, those games weren't really liked back then and were very niche games that people liked and enjoyed. Luigi's Mansion was, I feel, very underappreciated back then, whereas now I feel like once again it gets its flowers. I mean, hell, it got 2 remakes, so I mean, shoot me, or 2 sequels rather, and a remake on the 3DS, where the newer generation can play and experience that game for themselves. So it makes sense there. It's you know, it's all cool and happy-go-lucky, but back then people just kicked Luigi's Mansion off to the side, bro. It was kind of crazy. And if we're even talking about Smash Bros, I recommend you guys check out my last video on Luigi last year, where I kind of talked about Luigi's history in Smash Bros. But Luigi's history in Smash Bros, he was a clone of Mario, and that's how he stayed for a very, very, very long time. As you guys can see, I mean, if we can go through the whole lineup of games and look at what games he wasn't in, look at games where he was only the player 2 and he only existed as a reskin for Mario. Like I said, he had like Mario's Missing and Luigi Mansion, but those games aren't nearly as popular as the games that Mario stars in. It would be a very long time until Luigi properly got his flowers. However, what we will talk about is once again the negatives though. This would cause Luigi's whole mental state, if we're talking about that, to be very low. Very low self-confidence type joint, and it really shaped who he kind of is today, where he's more of a scaredy cat because he's not really going on crazy adventures like Mario is. So while Mario's like all confident stuff, beating up Goombas and so long gang Bowser, I don't know what that, anyways. Luigi was out there being scared of Onion Head over here. I mean, if he existed in real life, I mean, I would be scared of those thick ass glasses too, but I mean, shoot. So I think because they're more story focused in general, I think the best games to look at where Luigi was at when it came to, and why I say he was at his lowest point when it came to like the Negative Zone and Brawl, is checking the Paper Mario games. They do a pretty good job of showing kind of the relationship between Mario and Luigi and kind of how that whole thing is shaped up. The most obvious example that a lot of people turn to when looking at Luigi being the shadow of Mario is in Paper Mario, the original. If you take a look and you dip back to their house and you go to Luigi's journal, which is located in a certain spot, it's located in like the back of the room, you have to ground pound in order to get to it, you'll see his diary, and in his diary contains a bit of text. Now the one to focus on is one where he talks about wanting to go on an adventure and how he wishes he could be like Mario. It also showed that he was scared of a lot of things, whereas Mario is not, and he was jealous. He was jealous of the fact that Mario was scared and that he wasn't.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yo guys, I swear I didn't mean it like that, bro. It was supposed to be the other way around. It wasn't supposed to be that Mario was scared and Luigi wasn't, bro. I know my lore, okay? Gosh damn it. I think the other thing, and I think the closest thing we can get to like a negative zone of Luigi, of him showing one, is actually Super Paper Mario, where if you look at Super Paper Mario, Luigi was actually a very prominent character in that game. They actually used Luigi pretty well, won't hold you. I think another thing to look at is Luigi's alter ego in that game being Mr. L. Mr. L being a character that was designed to be basically opposite of Luigi and acted more like Mario, where he was brave and he's fearless, he'll take on any challenge and stuff like that, whereas Luigi's sitting there freaking twiddling his thumbs. Mr. L is actually kind of the brave type that he always wanted to be. So it's within him, but he can't get it out because he's scared all the time and stuff like that. It's actually really cool. The psychology of Luigi is actually really interesting if you look into it. That's why I think he's my favorite of the Mario cast, because he's the only interesting character. Peach is like, oh no, Mario! Mario's like, oh, I had to save the princess, and then after that I will go home and eat spaghetti. And Bowser's like, oh, I love woman. To get kind of a perspective outside of things, you can look at the Mario and Luigi game, where if you look at the Mario and Luigi games, you see how people don't even know Luigi's damn name. They know Mario, but not Luigi. And then on top of that, it shows how little people take him serious. People don't look at him as, oh man, that's Mario's brother, the guy I should be scared of. It's like, just the wimp, freaking loser, freaking simp.
Oh my.
So looking at all of that, and then we look back towards the negative zone, it makes sense to why the negative zone is what it is. In the games, in every facet, Luigi is underappreciated. His character is underappreciated, and himself is an unappreciated character. He bottles all that emotion, and I guess the negative zone is a way for him to spurt it out. It's kind of based on that, and that's why, once again, I like this Final Smash a lot, because it's a very multi-layered Final Smash if you really look into kind of the history of Luigi and why that move makes sense. But you don't have to do that anymore because I literally just told you. So boom shakalaka. However, you guys noticed that his Final Smash is not the negative zone anymore. So what exactly would I say was the turning point of Luigi having a different Final Smash? The Poltergust. Let's just tell you, quite a year, right guys, quite a year. So let's fast forward to 2013. I think I've brought up enough examples of Luigi kind of being unappreciated and kind of driven that point home already. But what exactly was the turning point? What was the change, the shift that allowed Luigi to be the appreciated character that he is today among the casual audience? Well, fast forward to the year of Luigi. The year of Luigi. What a freaking mad lad that mad lad is, man. Shout out the year of Luigi. Now, I'm not going to get in too much into this year because I guess it's going to be saved for the next year when we do a Halloween video on Luigi. Stay tuned next year. Make sure to be back. Hit subscribe, like, so you never miss that. I guess I don't know. Either way, let's continue. So the year Luigi comes by, and that is 2013. More specifically, I believe it was March 19th, 2013 to March 19th, 2014. All of that was dedicated to being the year of Luigi. In that year, Luigi got a lot of appreciation, got a lot of praise, and on top of that, he got a lot of games, most important. For example, one game that came out was Mario and Luigi Dream Team. You guys remember when I talked about how Mario and Luigi had him being unappreciated? He was the butt of everyone's joke. Everyone hated him. Well, in this, okay, hating him is a strong word. They didn't care about him. In this game, he is the focal point of a lot and was the reason that the whole world is saved. Technically, I haven't played Mario Dream Team, so I'm not sure. But the main mechanic is that you travel inside Luigi's head. I don't know why I paused there. Does that count as a pause moment? Do I have to pause that? Another game that came out was Dr. Luigi, which was basically Dr. Mario, but Luigi was the doctor instead of Mario. He was the main character instead of Mario. To be completely honest, I feel like this is like the one Wii U game people don't really remember that much. So, I mean, there's that. There was also Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which was a sequel to Luigi's Mansion, a game that, like I said, was unappreciated at the time. But around that time, people were actually starting to like it a lot more, and that's when the games came out. And I feel like even especially afterwards the game came out, people probably replayed Luigi's Mansion or played Luigi's Mansion for the first time and realized that, hey, that game's not hot ass. And people even get the better enjoyment into playing it years later when it came out on the 3DS. It's fun, sizzle, fun times, bro. Fun, sizzle, fun. I don't know. New Super Luigi U was another game that came out during that time, which was New Super Mario Bros. U, but a way harder version because every level was like 100 seconds long and it's structured differently, obviously, to mesh with those 100-second differences type beat, you know what I mean? Once again, I'm not going to get too into it because I'll tackle it in another video. This was the year of Luigi. This was when Luigi got his flowers, got his screen time. This was the first time he's ever gotten that opportunity. Every other time he's always been a player 2 to Mario and always had player 2 syndrome. But in this case, he had player 1 antibiotic that he took and player 2 syndrome was working pretty well, I think. I don't know. It was a better analogy in my head. I'm sorry. Now, with that being said, what exactly changed? Well, a lot changed. When Luigi, in 2013, mind you, was announced for Super Smash Bros. 4, it was revealed that a lot of Final Smashes were changing. Kirby's changed, and so on and so forth. Luigi's was no exception. His changed. Instead of being the negative zone in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, in Smash 4 and onwards, his Final Smash is now utilizing the Poltergust, which ironically is based off a game that came out during the year of Luigi, and you can see what Sakurai did there. It's kind of a bit of symbolism for you. What I'll believe in my heart of hearts. The reason why the negative zone was kind of cut out in Smash 4 was because of the fact that why would you have a negative zone if you're finally getting your flowers and people are starting to appreciate you? At that point, the mindset of Luigi would change, and he realizes that, hey, I'm the guy. I am the guy, or whatever. He tells everyone that's Luigi to you. I don't know why that seems so funny to me. That's Mama Luigi to you, bro. Like, it's just the aggressive way he says it. Like, bro, relax, dude. They changed it because he didn't need that negative zone anymore. He left it behind for a positive outlook in the future of things. And now look at him. His series is doing as good as it can. I mean, Luigi's Mansion 3, I think, is one of the best-selling Luigi's Mansion games. No, I believe so. He had his own month in October of 2019 because his game was coming out. Luigi's name is now a big deal, and people care about him a lot more than the other cast. Like I said before, I like Luigi, and he's my favorite character in the Mario series just because he exudes so much personality. And that's why I believe the negative zone was changed in Smash 4. It wasn't really needed anymore. You don't need to have a negative zone. You leave it behind now that people are looking towards you, and your main issue for having the negative zone being left in your brother's shadow is not the case anymore. I mean, he has his own games, he has everything. At this point, if he had the negative zone, he'd just be petty. Like, Luigi, come on, man. He kind of had a moment where he was, like I said, a clone of Mario, but in Brawl onwards, he would stop being a clone of Mario and actually be his own character, which is a nice ending to it. And it's kind of symbolic of his development throughout the early days of Mario. In the early days of Mario, some of the early days of Smash, Luigi and Mario were one and the same. Obviously, more exaggerated in the Mario sense than the Smash sense, but as times continue, Luigi became his own character, and now in Ultimate, he's not a clone anymore. He's not a semi-clone, not a regular clone. He's his own fighter. He's his own fighter. He does his own thing. I think that is dope, and I love it so much. I love that he now has a Poltergust as his attack to represent his own series that he has, and overall, I just like the change that they did Luigi, and I kind of like the symbolism that Sakurai, probably unintentionally, but I'll say intentionally, did in the grand scheme of things. I really like Luigi as a character, and that's why I feel like, once again, the negative zone was at his lowest point, because at the time, he was either in no games or he was a reskinned Mario player too. And now he's his own fighter, and now we continue on, and that is why Luigi's a dope-ass character, and I like him a lot. So what do you guys think? What is you guys' favorite Final Smash? Maybe I'll do a separate video on it. I probably won't. But what is your favorite Final Smash? Tell me in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. I like talking about this stuff, and I formally welcome you guys into the Halloween week. Hopefully there will be a video every single week as to make up for my lack of videos in the past. We're gonna have videos coming every single week, at least once a week for the entirety of October, tackling spooky, scary topics and stuff. So I'll see you guys next week for the next installment of the October series. I still don't know what to call this series, but either way. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this episode and want to see what else is on the grill, you guys check out this whole playlist in the description below. And of course, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys want more Smash talk on your plate. And with all that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. I guess, like I said, next episode will be Year Luigi, so look forward to that. And I'll see you guys next time. With all that being said, you can put your spatulas down now, but keep it sizzling, my Baconators. Peace.